Welcome along to the weekly pilot stream. This week I am going to do a new show, a recent show. This only came out 2 weeks ago, and it is called The One. Nothing to do with the one Billy Gunn, thank God, which only wrestling fans will get anyway, but a sci-fi show called The One. Came out 2 weeks ago, all episodes of season 1 on Netflix. And it's one I considered reviewing for the channel, the first episode, just checking out, see what it's like. But then it's that sort of thing, time got by, I was busy with other stuff. So I thought it'd just be a good choice to do on the stream, really, just to cover it and see what it's like, see if it's worth watching anymore. So I decided to make it this week's stream. Next week, again for something a bit different, I'll be doing the pilot to the Adventures of Lois and Clark. I think that's what it's called, right? The Superman show, basically from the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, I think. Terry Hatcher as Lois Lane. There's just something about Terry Hatcher that seems like the perfect Lois Lane to me. She might be terrible. I've never seen an episode of that show in my life, but she just seems to fit that kind of ideal like image of Lois Lane. But next 2 weeks, so tonight I'm doing The One, and then next week I'll be doing Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman. I actually got the title right that time, I think. So 2 fresh pilots that I've never seen. And week after that, I might give you guys the options. So I might give you sort of 3-4 options, and you can vote on which one I do. And if I don't get any responses, God damn it, I'll just pick one myself. So look out for that. Tomorrow night I'll be over on my other channel, the wrestling channel, which I haven't been on for a while, but since it's WrestleMania season, and to celebrate the fact that I really couldn't give a damn about current WWE, and I'm really struggling to find any enthusiasm to watch this year's WrestleMania, I will be watching some older Manias, starting with WrestleMania 1. So I'll be doing a few classic Manias over the coming weeks in the run-up to this year's. Now, WrestleMania 1 isn't the greatest, but it's still very iconic, being the original Mania, and you've got all the stars there like Mr. T, Muhammad Ali. So it's kind of iconic just for that, really. And there's a couple of standout matches, but it's not the best. But I wouldn't mind betting, and it's going to be better than whatever crap they put on this year. We'll see. Anyway, I should stop talking wrestling. I'm going to get going with this pilot. So it's The One, it's on Netflix, and it's simply called Episode 1. So I'll make a start, and if anybody wants to join in, then cool. And again, I remind you, you can donate to the channel. I'll put the link in the description. So I have very little expectations, really, of this. It looked like it might be a bit on the soapy side, but we'll see. Describes it as having mild injury. What's this? Mild sex reference, I think. Okay. All right, let's go. So 3, 2, 1, go. Couldn't find any images of this for the thumbnail. That's why you're stuck with my ugly mug in the thumbnail. Okay. Getting a bit of a Jaws vibe in that opening, just with the underwater shots and the horror kind of vibe. Talk about airing your dirty laundry in public. And she's using it as a motivational speech, which makes me hate her already. Of course, this is the one about the dating app. I think she's okay in that scene. It's just the dialogue's kind of cringe about I kept rolling threes. We all deserve to roll sixes. I've loaded the dice. I think this is meant to be Australian. She seems to have an Aussie accent. have a body. Hey, Anthony. How are you today? Ooh, pretty morbid, pretty gruesome. This show is on Netflix, if you want to watch it with me. Do you have Netflix? Hey, Cindy, how's it going? I've only just started, Cindy, if you want to watch with me. Oh, that's a pretty strong regional accent. Yeah, I wondered who the third person was. Ah, it's a Scottish accent. Well, good luck with the work, Mahensa. Mm. Probably will be the future, just this is the way they're matched up, just over computer screens. Yeah, not long till we crack open those Easter eggs. Yeah, this is pissing me off. The amount of time they've already said the title of the show. I'm about 6, 7 minutes in, and they've already said the one like 4 or 5 times. Yeah. Oh, this actor, I've seen him in a few things. Oh, making a point about immigration, aren't we? I have no idea why she just changed suits there, or how she did it so quickly. Is it just meant to be a technology type thing? Who knows? Also, I just don't like this. I mean, even though I get why it's set here and the whole thing, but anytime something is set in like an Apple type headquarters, it kind of makes me want to puke. Oh, happy birthday for Saturday, Anthony. Yeah, in the previous scene, I'm on like 33 minutes. 33 minutes to go, I should say. Yeah, the guy was basically must have been her boss or CEO and was telling her there's gonna be a review sort of thing. I'm not sure, to be honest, Cindy. I got the impression it was either American or it was like a foreign show, but there seems to be quite a few British accents, so maybe it is British. Yeah, pretty clunky, the whole doing a flashback 2 years before, just to show how she got the idea for the dating thing. Basically, she created this really successful dating like app called The One, where it's done online, and that's sort of how you meet. But there's been criticism of it from the press, and she did a great big speech at the beginning describing it like motivational style speech. And then it's just jumped back 2 years to her in a pub confronting this girl saying, that guy doesn't love you, basically. And they got into a bit of a set to over it, her and the boyfriend. So they're just showing you really how she got inspired to come up with the app. And now there's obviously a missing persons angle. One of her friends who was in the pub that night has gone missing. I think this coloured guy is a journalist. Okay, bit random. Yeah, the acting's pretty bad as well so far. Well, it's not terrible. I guess it's just standard TV style acting, as in like network style TV. Yeah, the only one I recognise so far is the guy playing her boss. He's been in other stuff. Yeah, briefly. S- Yeah, very soapy, this. Yeah, yeah, this is bad. Probably not the worst, just very bland. And the dialogue's really bad and on the nose. I'm not sure if she's meant to be sincere, like, the idea is that she believes in this stuff, but it's, like, misguided. Or if she's just, like, superficial and just it's an act sort of thing. Because if it's the first one, I think the actress has been miscast. Like, she's over the hill. She's, like, mid to late 30s at best. Oh. Flirty food talk. Because it was one I was gonna review the pilot for, when it came out a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't get round to doing it, so I thought I'd just do it on the stream instead. Needless to say, I won't be watching anymore. It's not as bad as the Heathers pilot though, but that's not saying much. This guy ain't no cop. Piss off. I know it sounds crazy because, in theory, is there a set look for what a policeman or a detective looks like? But they just don't strike me as being police officers. The only chance it has, yeah, but they might be more like Cindy. But yeah, no, they're not very convincing, especially the guy. The only chance this has of getting better would be if they do something with this missing persons plot. But it just doesn't have the quality overall to carry it, even if that does, you know, make it a bit more interesting. Well, next week I'm doing Lois and Clark, Cindy, as in the older show, not the show that started recently. So a nice bit of Terry Hatcher. Really? I'm surprised. I would have bet money on you having watched that when it first aired. Okay. Yeah, it's one I never got around. It's one you sort of hear decent things about. Because I think it's Smallville, which was meant to be the crappy teen Superman show. It makes no sense. I'm sure this blonde-haired cop is meant to be like anti the whole one thing, and yet she's seeing someone with it. Well, maybe she never said that, Cindy. I just got the impression from how she was talking. And I guess it's that whole ironic sort of thing they're going for, that she's obviously investigating a mystery linked to the Rebecca character. Oh, look at his stupid hair. Jesus. Oh, tune. This is the highlight. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. Yeah, good call. Yeah, I'll add Black Mirror to the list for pilot watches. I can't believe they haven't said the one in about 20 minutes. That's restraint by this show's standards. Yeah. Oh, this is such bollocks. EastEnders look like cutting edge. Ah, the night of their big date, she ends up in hospital. But his voice is so bad. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Camille, how's it going? Fuck me. He's such a bad actor. You know, maybe this is worse than the Heathers pilot because at least that was memorable. Memorably shit, but still memorable. It's a toss up because I think there was more bad than with that. Like there was more that stood out that was like shambolic. And it was just more because obviously it being a Heathers TV show. But at least things happened in it. Okay. Who would I have done it with, Camille? We're all in lockdown. I'm not breaking lockdown rules just to get my freak on. When do you turn 35? I'm 40, Camille. I turned 40 last year. Yeah, sadly, it's been 5 years since I've been 35. Okay, yeah, that was absolute shit. I won't be watching any more of that. Okay, so Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, is next week's pilot. Tomorrow night I'll be streaming on the other channel for WrestleMania 1. Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. I mean, it could have gone either way, to be fair. Like you said, the actual idea of the show was a pretty good one. If they'd gone the sort of Black Mirror sort of route, but sadly they didn't. What was? What do you mean, what was? You seem to be asking me when I turned 25. Sorry, 35. And I said, no, I'm 40. I turned 40 last year. Oh, we've been watching the pilot of this Netflix show called The One. Yeah. Don't bother. Don't bother, Camille. It's rubbish. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you. Yeah, I get that a lot. Thank you. It's good that I look younger than my age. Thanks, guys. See you again soon. Good night.